People often treat philosophy as subjective opinions, a dusty relic of guys in togas, while hard science handles the actual objective facts. But to see why that assumption is wrong, we have to look at the environment that forced the word into existence. In the early city-states of ancient Greece, a chronic struggle for scarce natural resources made daily survival a fierce competition. In that brutal landscape, a person's identity and survival were bound completely to their community. The Greek word philia originally represented a fierce, survival-driven, passionate disposition towards its object, an attitude rooted in the archaic Greeks' connection to their tribe. The second half of our ancient mashup is Sophia. While opinion is common to everyone, Sophia is the objective truth. It represents a rare state of understanding how things genuinely are, rather than how they merely appear to be. Combine them, and you get philosophy, the active, desperate hunt for a wisdom the seeker does not yet possess. The earliest recorded use of this exact concept is attributed to Pythagoras in the late 6th century BCE. A century later, Plato cemented this concept into Western civilization through his accounts of Socrates, relentlessly interrogating his fellow Athenians, actively questioning everything in pursuit of the truth. At its inception, philosophy existed as an active, high-stakes hunt for objective truth in a chaotic world. Today, our formal hunt for knowledge happens within the social institution of the modern academy, our universities and research centers. If you look at higher education, you'll see it is strictly divided into two main curricular branches, the arts and the sciences. These two branches continually splinter down into a myriad of highly specific departments and subdisciplines, categorizing every facet of human inquiry. Yet, if we look at the curriculum strictly by its structure, philosophy does not fit under the arts, nor does it fit under the sciences. If this rigorous pursuit of wisdom defies the two primary branches of modern education, where exactly does it belong? The answer is that philosophy forms its own entirely distinct curricular branch. To understand how this works, look at this tree diagram showing the structural concept of science. Science isn't a single subject, it's an umbrella term branching down into distinct investigations of the material world, like physics, chemistry, and biology. Watch how this structure shifts. Academic philosophy functions in the exact same way. It acts as an umbrella term encompassing 5 distinct but deeply interconnected fields of research. The first pillar of this chart is epistemology. This is the rigorous study of knowledge itself. It sets the strict criteria required to verify what is actually known, acting as a filter to separate factual understanding from mere opinion. Returning to our chart, the second pillar fills with metaphysics. This branch investigates the ultimate nature of existence, reality, and consciousness, questioning what it actually means for anything to exist at all. Next is axiology, the philosophical investigation of value. This area maps how we make evaluative judgments, encompassing ethics, aesthetics, and the structural concept of justice in society. The fourth pillar is logic. This is the systematic investigation of reason and argument, analyzing the rules of thought through systems like deduction and induction. Without this pillar, nothing else works. The entire enterprise of the scientific method relies completely on a specific epistemological theory known as empiricism. Logic occupies a unique position. It provides the methodology to explore all the other pillars, while simultaneously serving as an intense subject of investigation itself. Finally, we have the history of philosophy. By examining the cultural context of past thinkers, we expose our own historical biases. We study them to ensure we aren't making unjustified assumptions in our modern pursuit of truth. Together, these 5 distinct pillars form a singular matrix of meaning. They are the theoretical foundation propping up everything else we do in the modern academy. What separates all this from the natural and social sciences comes down to the ultimate goal. Scientific disciplines are entirely descriptive. They observe the material universe and tell us the laws of how it operates. Philosophy, by contrast, is analytically normative. It is not satisfied with simply observing that rules exist. It demands to know the underlying nature of the rules themselves. It asks the ultimate question: why is there order in the universe instead of chaos? Is it an essential part of any possible universe? This pursuit provides the bridge between observing the world and understanding the structural logic that governs it. Our ultimate intellectual need is to translate the map of reality into an understanding of why it is the way it is. Thanks for staying until the end. It truly means a lot. If this video spoke to you, like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's ahead. This is a space for philosophy, psychology, and science to expand the way you see life. Until next time, may wisdom walk beside you.